Hello, everyone. Kaneisha Grayson, founder and CEO of The Art of Applying here. The Art of Applying helps people from all over the world get into the world's best graduate schools and get money to pay for it. Today, we have one of our fantastic clients. His name is Juan. Hi, good morning, Juan.
Hi, good morning, Kaneisha.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today. Juan, let's just start off with the great news. What great news are we celebrating today?
We're celebrating my admissions to Columbia's SIPA to do an MPA, a Master's in Public Administration.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you will be moving to New York City in just a few months. That's very, very exciting. And just, I'm really proud of you. And this is a next step in the journey of your life and your career. So let's talk about how we even got here. First, what even made you reach out for help with your graduate school applications?
So the first time I learned about the art of applying was 2 years ago in 2017. When I first decided to apply to graduate schools in the US, I knew I needed some help with the application process, and I came across your website, and I was really struck by the profiles of the consultants that work with you. And that's what really got me motivated to look into the entire process with your team, and also all the information you put out in the form of informational posts on the website. So that's how the ball got rolling, I guess.
Yes, fantastic. And you mentioned you knew you'd want information for applying to schools in the US. So tell us just a little bit about your personal background, your personal story, and what motivated you to apply to grad school in the first place.
So I am a first generation Panamanian. Both of my parents emigrated to Panama. And I essentially got motivated to apply for the public policy programs in the US because I knew I wanted a program that could leverage my knowledge in the government sector in Panama City, but then also acquire more technical skills that I could then apply for the development of my country, which is where I see myself in the future. And that's, and also because my government gave me a scholarship to study for the master's program, and that would help me a lot in the cost of attending grad school in the US.
Fantastic. So you actually already had this very large scholarship from the Panamanian government, but what you actually needed was to get in. It reminds me of kind of like a golden ticket from Willy Wonka, where it's just like, oh yeah, like this is very exciting, but you want to use the golden ticket to go to the best school possible, right? Because you could have just gone to like, I think probably like a lower tier school in the US, but it's like, why waste that opportunity, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. So, oh, that's so exciting. So when you first reached out to, one thing that they don't know out there is that you actually worked with us twice to apply. And the second time you were successful. So talk to us about the first time you reached out, when you reached out, and what you learned about that. And then the second time.
So the first time I reached out to the Art of Applying was in October 2017. And I decided to work with your team, and it was a really wonderful experience. But because of timing, I don't know if every applicant knows, but a lot of grad schools have their deadlines in December and in January, especially for public policy schools. And that gave me very little room to improve things that were not my essays. And that's essentially why I decided to apply a second time and keep working with your team, because I felt that on the first time I learned a lot, and your team really pushed me to think outside of the box in the terms of the application process and things that I should mention. So that's one of the reasons why I worked with you on the first place, and then move on another application cycle, I guess.
Yes, got it. So would you agree that the first time you worked with us, even though you had a great experience, the biggest issue was that you should have come earlier to work with us?
Correct. I absolutely advise anybody who wants to work with the Art of Applying to reach out as early as possible in your application process, because you do need time to improve any test scores you have, to take supplemental courses, to reach out for your recommenders, whoever is going to give you a recommendation, an academic recommendation, a professional recommendation, and to apply for scholarships. the Art of Applying provides an amazing platform for you to apply for assistantships and scholarships, but you do need a lot of time for that.
Yes, yes. And so, Juan, what would you say to the people that are like, oh, but I have to get the perfect GRE score or really strong GRE score, and then I'm going to work on that for like many, many months, maybe 6 months, and then I will worry about the essays and I'll reach out for help then. What would you say to those people?
I would say that the application, after going through it twice, is more than just a number on the GRE, because if you get a perfect score, my understanding is that if the other elements of your application are not balanced, your chances of being admitted are very dim, are minimal. And that's, I would suggest you have to work on every single component of your application from a very early stage on your application process. And the Art of Applying has a really good, I don't know how much I can talk about this, but they have a really good calendar that you follow throughout the entire process. And I think that really helped me plan my time ahead of, plan everything I needed to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.